God told us through the Apostle Paul in Philippians chapter 4, verse 19, that God should supply all of your needs. God never tells you to do anything. When he told the rich young ruler, sell everything that you have and give it to the poor and come and follow me. Anytime God makes a command to us, he has full provision to make that command possible. But we sit in fear and say, well, I can't do that. I've seen churches be totally incapacitated because they read the treasurer's report. And we used to talk about that in leadership class. The board comes together excited, filled with vision, filled with all kinds of ideas. And the first thing that they read in the meeting is the treasurer's report. And everybody begins to say, oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. We're limited. I understand that. I get that. I'm not denying that. I'm limited. But God has no limitation. And so why are we afraid to do what God says? Because we really don't believe that he will supply all of our needs. It says again, if you, being wicked, know how to give your children good gifts, how much more will the Father give you good gifts? Oh, folks, I'm telling you the truth in this. And we have been going through this right now as I'm recording this in the ministry. God, how are we going to be able to do these things? I have watched God through the years of ministry make provision that was outlandish at times. It was literally outlandish what God did and the way that he brought provision in things. God is very capable of meeting your needs. You should not be afraid of what God tells you to do. Fear God. But some people are so fearful of God they won't get to know him. That commit sin in your life, and what is the immediate result of that? Separation. That's what happens. We should fear God, but people don't get to know him. They don't get to know who he is. They don't get to know him as provider. They don't get to know him in intimacy, in relationship. All they ever see is judge. God is sitting on the throne waiting to cast you into hell. That's a lie from Satan. God is not sitting on the throne waiting to cast you into hell. It is not God's will that any should perish. But in order for you to understand that, you've got to get to know him.